What's going on? It's Alexander here, back with some more Dragon Age Inquisition. And let's head to go to the war table real quick, and then our plans have changed from what I originally had planned. We're actually going to start heading towards the finale of this chapter. Most because I didn't realize how much we'd already recorded for this. I actually counted this time. Now let's see. Nightingale, 2 points. That book is abysmal and the entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire. The message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in a Merchant's Guild cipher. We have not yet broken the guild's code, Scrivener. Hunter Shadrach. The creature has been cornered and saddled. The nippings were severe, but it waits for the Inquisitor to claim it in the stables. Mind your fingers. I will not turn my back on them, but we have established agreements with the Thebalts. Their initial hatred of the Inquisition was a device, and they are willing to have us in their favor. Josephine? That one first. Because I always wanted a copy of her ancestral family crest from before the Monteliers were exiled from Orlais. Track one down for her. Josephine, of course. I know antiquarians from the court who might help.
Let's see what we have.
Forging way forward, Lady Theobald is asking for closer ties and access to trading partners as she tries to circumvent the traditional blockages of the allegiances.
I have requested
In the capital, some houses have switched sides, others ceded holdings entirely to avoid the shame of...
Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I am not bait.
Gosh, just look pretty.
Houses have switched sides, others ceded holdings entirely to avoid the shame of eventually losing all standing. More and more, they are concerned with station and alliances over whatever objections they stated about the Inquisition. We gain their trust with alliances if we're willing to continue the relationship. It is only fitting that we strengthen those ties.
At your
Yep.
service.
Planes. I do want to actually read this one. Dear Inquisitor Maxwell, there was no time for us to dance in the Winter Palace, but perhaps I might claim that dance you offer now. Merely with the Alamond, it is a prelude to every great movement in music and in the game. I would be happy to teach you the steps. Couples from two lines facing one another south of the Imperial Highway between Verishal and Montemart is the basin. It's a beautiful place of walnut groves. The hopeful young Comte de Poisson stands lining up his little toy soldiers for a quick and quiet invasion. Surely you would not leave the poor boy without a dance partner. If the Inquisition defends lordless Yilin Basin, it might perhaps be considered your property. Be mindful of the steps, my dear. This is a small basin, easily simulated.
All right.
Yeah, like dude's literally planning on attacking an entire place. From what that sounds like, sending in our forces to defend it, well, that wouldn't be bad. Maybe save people from dying. But alright. Time for us to have an assault on the Griffin's Keep. So that's right there. And one of the things that have made me want to go through with this, is the fact of Liliana, who we're supposed when we support into the Divine, from what I read, you can't start the quest to get her to start accumulating points until you do this Herealize the Abyss. So let's get going on that. So where'd our legs go? Alright, we'll go do this. Look for that dragon sign, and then head to assault the keep. Oh, I'm saying, oh yeah, this is where we got all of our death route, wasn't it? That's actually the main reason I wanted to come here besides the main quest. There we go. Oh, I guess there's someone over here. Not anymore. Come on, next round. Boom, boom, boom. And there we have it. Another Fade Rift closed. Now let's make our way north. It's time for us to head to the keep.
Let's look around.
Oh, one of the dragon signs.
Throwback guts. Fantastic. Are we really doing this?
I wouldn't put you in harm's way, Varric. I would have all the warriors with us if we were doing that right now. Alright.
I'm glad you made it, Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual.
It has to be blood magic. I hope we can stop them before more people get hurt. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong.
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice. Good. Now bind it just as I showed you.
Honestly, it's a good thing the hero Ferelden ain't here. He would not stand for that shit.
Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warden.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Wardens, this man is lying to you. He serves an ancient of Intermagister who wants to unleash a blight.
That's a very serious accusation. Let's see what the Wardens think. Wardens, hands up. Hands down.
Corypheus has taken their minds.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
Even to Vinter.
Yes, And since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Corypheus marching across Orlais with an army of demons. That was in the future I saw at Redcliffe.
And now you know how it begins.
Well, I'm here to stop it,
Wardens,
so...
the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual.
Made them? No. Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid.
That's a lie. The Grey Wardens are heroes. They would never do this willingly.
The Grey Wardens care about nothing save stopping blights. They will do anything to accomplish that. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Honestly?
It's all I needed to know.
Oh, please. The Elder One showed me how to deal with you in the event you were foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade. When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be... Ah!
What was that, bitch?
Kill them!
We knew all about this. We have all the knowledge we need now on what to do, so... Like, doesn't matter what it does, we know how to deal with it.
They refused to listen to reason.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Of course. Sacrificed in the ritual. What a waste.
Erimund lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
The Wardens
Shit
were
happens.
wrong, Hawk, but they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship. Erimund fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Alright. Literally tells us exactly what we'd want to know. How smart. Like, we've literally been practicing the whole dealing with this kind of stuff. Bad guys always like to drone on. Alright, back to Skyhold. Let's go and save what Wardens haven't been tricked into this. But yeah, if the version of the hero form that I had was here, would have been Hero. Whew, that guy would have not liked him finding out that his fellow wardens were dealing in blood magic. He'd be like, "Oh, okay." There would be no talk to just kick in the door and start killing. Anyone who didn't want to talk and be friendly, whew, that sucks.
That Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
Oh, it's been great. Murderous wardens, archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thedas. You know they eat snails here? Still, I think I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change. You can't always control how. I tracked the Wardens to Adamant Fortress, Inquisitor. Your specialists have my full report.
All right. And the fortress has withstood countless Darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Wardens defending its walls are legendary warriors. To prevent Warden Commander Clarel from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need siege engines powerful enough to breach Adamant defenses.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabers. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
That is the good news.
And the bad news?
Arimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it, but we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some Wardens may be sympathetic to our cause.
The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
All right, let's do this. Time to attack Adamant Fortress. Time for something that's never fallen to fall. How's it going? Ooh! Well, it's about time we got to work. Our soldiers did the heavy lifting. It's time for us to finish it. But in the next one. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you then.